To my second review of the night, and my third review overall. Of course, that's on this channel, not others, but let's skip to the chase. This is a Runaway Jury, starring John Cusack, I forgot the other woman's name, Rachel Weisz, Gene Hackman, and Dustin Hoffman. And it's about a lawyer, played by Dustin Hoffman, who's suing I guess they said guns merchant, but in the book it's a tobacco company, played by Gene Hackman. And John Cusack is a CIA agent, I think, or CIA agent who's trying to rig the jury somehow, into, I guess, getting them in the favor of the lawyer. So I'm already going to go to, so that's the plot, but I'm going to go into the pros and cons quickly. The pros, Gene Hackman is very, very good. He's been in a lot of good movies, and this is no exception. Very good movie. It was just really good. I mean, his acting was great. But, and this surprised me, another pro, and maybe even bigger, was Rachel Weisz. Rachel Weisz, like, almost outdid everyone else. She was that good. She was really, really good in this film. The interaction, even though it's only a couple scenes, but the interaction between Hoffman and Hackman is just great between those two. I mean, this is the first movie they did together, and I think the only movie they did together, and they did it perfectly. I mean, yes, they only have a couple scenes together, but come on, their interaction was great to see. On to the cons, and unfortunately there's a few of them. One of the cons, I'm sorry, I'm going to say the pro, no. One of the cons, first con is Hoffman. He's a very minor character. In the few scenes he is in, and it's funny because he's like mentioned on IMDb first, but he's a very, very minor character, and it's unfortunate because he could have done a lot more than just talk with Hackman for a couple of seconds and talk with a couple of other people for a couple of seconds. It's just like, it just didn't feel right having Hoffman in there for just such a short time. Another small one, another con was the plot. And it's not that it's a bad plot, it's a weird plot, and the whole CIA agent going in, they wouldn't put him in a jury just to rig the jury. They would find someone else. I mean, it's far-fetched. It just really is. Another con is the dialogue. The dialogue is awful. Other than Rachel Weisz and Gene Hackman, the dialogues, and even their dialogues, are stupid, but they pull it off well, is what happens. And now, a lot of you wonder what I thought of the plot. I thought the plot was okay, other than the whole CIA agent bit. I thought if they just focused on Hoffman and Hackman, and they had those two going at it in a court trial, that might have been good. But they did not, and I think that did kind of screw them over in a little bit. But I think it's a good film. In fact, for my rating, I would say I'll give it about a 7. I think it deserves a 7 out of 10. Now, I go by the ratings of 0.5 each time. I don't go 7.25, 7.125, 7.5, 7.4, 7.3, I don't do that. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And, yeah, so I liked it. It's a good movie. Watch it if you can, but it's not too impressive.